Hi everybody, Zelda here and there's Chris. Say hello, Chris.
Hello everybody.
So today we're going to show you how to, it is cold, we're going to show you how to build up a set of 4-bay juvenile swing boats. So off you go, Chris. And that's Chris laying that out flat. What kind of size is that across, Chris?
Hey?
What kind of size is it going across?
I think it's about 12 foot by...
something or other.
Yeah, 8 foot.
8 foot.
Something like that, maybe.
So we don't know
16,
what size
I
is.
don't know. Never really measured it.
We haven't really measured it. There you go. And now these just slot straight into these screws. It's all very flat pack. IKEA would be proud of engineering in the past era. And these are the stretchers, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And as they go in to make the frame, you'll start to see it as the 4-bay set of swing boats. It's very chilly today. My hands are freezing. You can see cold hands, cold wrinkly hands. Anyway, get back to the task at hand. And these swing boats are basically a one-man build-up. Obviously, with 2 of you, it's a lot quicker, but you'll see from the timing when the video is finished that it is perfectly possible to get these boats up on your own. Which is great, actually, because a lot of swing boats, certainly the ones with the adults, they're quite high. You'll need ladders and all sorts of people trying to help you. I mean, this is a lovely set this size, isn't it, Chris? Don't listen to him, viewers. He does this all the time. I don't know why he's in the Fairground game. Okay, I've been indicated to come here. So what's this then?
This is where the outer stake connects to.
Ah. And that just slots in, so... a bit of a jiggle around with an R-pin. I've got, I
wet
guess.
it is at the moment.
It is soggy. And
I'll leave that there because I'm going to get a sheet of stringy. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to level it all up now and then we'll come back and we'll carry on building up. Is that okay?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
I'll let Chris I'll just zoom out so people get to see what the frame looks like, basically. And then you can probably see where the boats will be going in each of the middles. Lovely little size set, and there's the other piece there will go on the end. And I'll let Chris level them up because we've got quite mossy damp grass here, and then we'll get back to the build up. So viewers, we've just come back and as you can see there's been quite a lot gone on. First of all, I'll just explain packing to you because if you're new to the game you might not understand what packing even is. Chris, if you packing is basically, I'm going to let Chris explain better, but blocking. So can you just explain, Chris, what it's all about, packing?
Yes, it's to get the ride level, but to be quite honest, I've only packed it loosely just for demonstration purposes.
Yeah, that's fine.
We would put more packing, obviously, if it has having riders on it.
Yeah, and also if you're on flat ground, I'm assuming you don't need as much packing because...
No, you don't. It's quite hilly here because my wife wanted a beautiful setting in the background.
That's right. Funny, aren't you?
Anyway.
Also...
So we come up to the main beam here, which I put together.
Yes. I'll just keep showing that. I'm going to come round now to the main beam.
Take your time, love.
See, listeners, when you hear silence, that's code. Don't tell me to rush.
As you can see, the main beam, it comes in 2 pieces. It splits in half. These are called fish plates, and we put some bolts through today to bolt them together to make it into one piece.
So that comes in 2 halves, this whole pole.
Yes.
I'm assuming it's about 6 foot each pole, is it, or something, each part?
No, one's about 8 and one's about 6. Yeah.
Oh, right. And then, if you were building this up yourselves, you would secure it with bolts in the middle. Right. How tight do these bolts need to be? Pretty tight, or?
Yes, normally I'd use nylon locking knots on them, but considering I'm just building it for demonstration purposes, I haven't bothered.
Right, okay, so what's the next on the...
Right, here's where the fun starts. We're going to start building the frames up. This is number 1 section. We start by putting it on here. Then it goes on to the next one there.
So that slots in nice and easy.
And this is a tricky bit. That's on the back side.
Well, I'm not showing you backside.
That goes up there. Get a nut out of our pocket. When I'm putting these nuts on, I'm only putting them on very, very loosely. You
Just for
bolt
demonstration, I know.
Basically, no. We bolt it all together very loosely, and then once it's all up and erected, then when we go around and tighten it all up.
All right.
So we put that onto a stay. Another nut on there.
And that causes this 3 section for stability on the sides.
Another nut on here.
Yep.
I'm going to leave the front one off because basically these act up at the top here. They have like a pair of scissors.
Use the road nose.
So when we put the main beam on,
yeah,
we have to put the beam on and then offer this back up, and then we put the bolt in there.
right, okie doke.
So basically what we do, we go right to the other side and we do exactly the same.
And that's them there. And they come joined like that, do they? Or would they be...
stay together, bolted and scissors, yeah.
Would they, if somebody was buying a set, would they come like that, or perhaps would they
There's
come...
different types of them. Some have different types of mechanism on the top.
Because obviously it's a lot easier to put that away, isn't it? It's already scissored out for you. There's Chris putting the screw in there.
Same again. Offer it up.
Yep. And what I'm trying to do here is not...
Nut on loosely.
Oh, loose it is. Try not to fast forward any bits, because I want you to get a good idea.
Put that to there like that. We leave this one off.
Yep.
Simple fact is sometimes it's a bit of a struggle getting them on and off, so
yep.
the next bit is where the fun starts. If you want to be over here, you probably see it better. We lift that forward like that.
Yep. You don't have to do that on the other side, just that one, do you?
Well, I will be doing when I'm thinking, yes, probably.
Just thinking it's fairly symmetrical, it'll be, yeah, same on both.
It's good to have a wife here.
Sarcasm, there's no bounds.
Stick the beam up. Offer it up.
So,
Into that.
so as you can see.
You got that bit?
Yep.
Off with the beam there.
Okay. This handy little art bit there, showing you whereabouts that'll slot.
This bit you want to be looking at, please. Not that bit, that's just rested on there for the moment.
That's what I was saying.
It goes into these, see there?
No, so let me...
Them plates that I can't reach anymore. Oh. It goes into these thingy slots in there like that.
Can you just up and down that again? Right, okay, I've got that now.
Right. Then I put this in here, you watching?
Hang on a sec. Oh, I see, that slots back into there. Yeah.
That goes into there.
So that just goes up a little bit. Is that just natural?
No, that'll come back down when I've lifted the other end up, hopefully.
Yep, and then that screws in. Lovely. You can already start to see it coming together. I'm just going to pedal over to this end. Ah, I see. So yeah, so that bit would go into those little locking areas.
Just there. Stand back a little bit. Then this goes into here.
Yep.
You put a nut on. Now it's slotted in the collar there.
Yes.
Right.
Is that the same on both then, isn't it?
Yeah, all the scissors sit in them collars.
And then the last bolt for that bit there.
Right there. Then we get the next section in the centre.
So these are centre sections now for stability,
Just
are
one
they?
centre section.
One centre section. And that's coming now.
This
And
is a
again,
nice easy bit.
that's already joined again. Like it's
You
a bit
offer
like
it
a...
up to where the collars are, see where the scissors go? Up there.
Oh yes, I see where the bolts are.
Yeah. Then put one in there.
Yeah.
Put a nut on it.
It's essentially all pretty similar, isn't it?
Yes, we multiply it 5 times basically. And that goes there.
Yeah.
A nut. So just very loosely, just to hold it together until we assemble it.
So then we've got, how many more of these? 2 more?
2 more.
2 more of these to go on into that. So,
Excuse me. This one, we're all numbered. We got them in their own certain place.
so into that collar, which we'll try and get a better view of now.
Mind your foot, please.
This is the problem I have, always tripping over Chris as he's doing stuff. And obviously he's putting that into there. Looking that in. I mean, they do sound comfortably, like they click in quite nicely, don't they?
This one onto here, just loosely. You see me ball patch?
No, I've not got it in,
Oh,
but out now. And then I'm assuming this one's coming over here. I mean, like I say, it is a lovely ride to kind of like put together piecemeal, and it really does look wow when it's all together.
if you like Meccano, you love one of these.
Oh, there you go, Meccano people. They've probably built a few for model shows, haven't they? If I know the Meccano lot. And like I said, the reason I'm not fast forwarding all this, because I know it's pretty similar, is because I wanted people that hadn't had a set to be able to have a chance to see how they do get together. Because, I don't know about you, when I first saw this, I thought, what on earth is happening, and where does everything go, you know? At least now you can see.
Right,
the
I'm going
plan.
to sort the next pieces out now. I'll be back with you shortly.
Super. While you do that, I'm going to pan out and show you the frame. You take a bit of a breather. It is cold out here, to be fair.
Yes, I know.
So there you
You
go.
don't get by your warm fire.
Hey, if only, if only. So there you were. That's it so far. There you go. Sounds completely out of breath, doesn't it? But I mean, if you're young, fit and nimble, this is not quite the effort there, is it, Chris?
But easy to do on flat ground, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially tarmac. We just put sandbags on the on the main points to stop it lifting.
Yeah. Right. I'll go back now and come back later when we're doing the rest. So that's after lunch now, and we're back. So Chris is going to put to these safety rails, are they?
Safety rails, yes.
Super. The sun's come out at last.
Yeah. Warmed up a bit.
Yeah, it's about time. And these go on how?
Just put a bolt through.
A bolt.
And then, like I say, we tighten everything up at the end.
I've got a small problem. Chris is left-handed, I'm right-handed, and like never the twain. And that's the first rail. And it's essentially, if I'm right in thinking, the same case. Here's Chris with the rest of them. A lot of the thing about this ride is repetition, isn't it, Chris?
It is. That's right, it's a bit like me.
And as you can see, whereas the one went on the outside, this one's now going on the inside. No particular reason for that, is there not? I'll assume that's heavy sigh is a no.
I can't remember why, but there is a reason.
Oh, it's nice to see a bit of sunshine at last.
So you could do with a bit of a wash and a touch up before it goes out at the beginning of the season.
Well, no doubt it will anyway, won't it? If I know you, you like everything going out just so. Now, the interesting bit here is on this one, is it going on the inside or the outside, Chris?
These all go the same now, just that one.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And I know that because we've got a washer on the thing here. Come round
Let me
here.
have a look.
There's a washer there.
Oh, right, so that kind of is the indication then.
It is.
Lovely.
There we just...
Step back a bit because you've got the idea of that, haven't you? Folks, it's all, like I say, a lot of repetition. It'll be just until the end one. And if you're out there thinking of getting swing boats, if you are, pop a message.
Fast forward this bit till the end, shall
Yeah,
we?
don't worry, I'm just chatting. Yeah, pop a message in the comments section. Let us know if you've got swing boats and are they much similar to are they much different to this or similar? Or have you got the big ones? Do you need more than one person to build up? I'm always interested to know. I know there's some trailer mounted ones that are really got that kind of vintage kind of style as best as they can to them. Obviously we're traditional fairground, so ours are all vintage. And everybody knows the colour scheme, it's just cream and burgundy. Is that not right, Chris?
Pardon?
The vintage colour scheme is always cream and burgundy.
And dark green.
Oh yeah, the odd bits of dark green and obviously gold. As you can see, once you've got into the swing of things, haha, excuse the pun. These go on pretty quickly. And obviously this one being the outside one gets fixed. I mean, actually, if you're doing it from that kind of perspective, they're all on the same, aren't they? They're all facing this way. Last one of these to go on.
Right, that's the last one. And what I'm going to do now, we're going to put the top side on, so I'll go and fetch that and I'll be back with you in a second.
Super.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. So Chris has got all of his bits. Now this will be completely optional really, won't it, Chris? Some swing boats will not have top boards on, will they? Ours does have a top board, much to Chris's chagrin. And obviously flags are also optional, but we do find that they set it off beautifully, don't they, Chris?
They do. I love flags, I know you don't. But...
No, I'm not a big flag person. Not mine, so yes, the top board, this would be the hardest bit, I think, of
yes, it's not easy.
no. And step ladders make all the difference.
And we're in a bit of moss here.
Yes, I can imagine they'll sink down a bit then, won't they? So I'll try and get this from the side. Obviously, if this was on hard stand, it'd be tons easier. It's just, as we mentioned before, wet grass step ladders don't normally work, but these are the small things that you need to factor in if you do get yourself some swing boats. You will be building up on grass. A lot of people like their swing boats on grass, so you will have these issues. There you go. And Chris at the moment is just balancing the board on that small spiked beam there, and I don't know if you could see that, He's secured it into where the nut and bolt is. I'll come around this
All the
side.
wing nut.
Wing nut, because like I said, Chris is left-handed. There you go. And that basically secures it in. Obviously there's some more securing to do over that side.
Can you just hold these flags? I know you're busy, but...
I'm going to have the one-man build-up this is, but I will hold the flags. Woohoo! Got every nation going here. Hang on, where's the Welsh one? Oh, that's I'll let them off.
Yeah.
Welsh one's at the top. The sun's glaring here, so I can't really see very
Don't
well.
go around the other
No, I
side
am
then.
doing. So Chris is fixing this one in now. As you can see. Now, the reason he has a gap between it is we're not doing this today.
Yeah,
but...
we'll go, just put the light strip on roughly.
Oh, right, so he's going to put the light strip. So the reason there's a gap there is because there's a light strip that will go between that top
I'm not putting the
board.
bulbs in, I'm just going to show you where the strip goes.
Yeah, that's fine. And there's the first half of the top board. I should say also, Chris has hand painted that top board, well, the ride itself and everything all by himself.
Get a pin on you while you're busy chatting.
That's okay. It's stunning, isn't it? And I know for future videos he will be doing a little bit of fairground art. It's only like basic, you don't need to be like Da Vinci. So if there's anything you like the look of, wanting to learn, maybe how to do a bit of lettering, let him know in the comment section below. And here he comes. Been looking for some, oh God, I'm stepping on the British flag there, that'll never do. It does look lovely, doesn't it, the top boards? And here he goes for part 2. Making sure this time the ladder's nice and secure so he doesn't go A over T, as they say. And here he comes with the second part. And I'm going to show the video being this board from this
Can I have
side.
my flags, please?
You can indeed. 3 flags as
Thank you.
requested.
UK goes in the middle, and then the other nations go on the outer sides.
And I don't know if you can see this, Chris has put these like little tubes. In fact, I've come round because I've probably just blurred everything there. He's secured these little tubes in the flags, and I think it looks quite good, that. I'm going to move back again so everybody can see how he mounts the second board. Like I say, 2 people makes this very easy. 1 person, this is the hardest bit. But Chris has done plenty of events on his own and managed to do this easily. Good thing.
Around the back now.
I'll come round the back. Good thing about the ride, of course, is because it's anybody knows swing boats. It's 2 ropes pulled by the children themselves. So once Chris has done all the build up, just has to watch the kids, make sure they're all right. So there you go. This is the final bit, trying to get it so it's symmetrical on all sides without it all falling. And if I'm right in thinking this is an R-clip, is it? That'll be going here on the hinge. Is that correct, Chris? There it is, in place. And
Just lift that one up.
the tricky bit here. And normally, you see, if someone was around, they'd probably help them do that bit. I'm going to get out the way. While he brings the ladder over. And that'll get secured in with a nut and bolt. Or did you say it was a wing nut or something?
Yeah, it has a slot on it that goes up and down because the ground varies sometimes, so
Yeah.
helps compensate for it.
Ah,
Well, if you go around the front, you'll see it in all its glory now.
yes, that's what I'm going to do. As I think the people will be sick of seeing our house windows. Yeah, they need a clean, I know. There you go. So as I say, that top board is entirely optional. If you're getting swing boats, you might not bother with yours, but the traditionalists in us know that they are needed, really. There you go, Coronation Swing Boats. Perfect timing, of course, at 6th of May. King Charles, his coronation. I doubt these will be going out. Well, I know they are definitely going out on the Sunday. So it'd be lovely to see some kids on them, enjoying them. And the next bit Chris is going to be putting on, I guess, is these bright orange bulb strips, are they, Chris?
Lamp strips are gold.
Lamp strips. You can tell I'm not in the business, can't you? I have no clue what anything's called. And these should just secure in between the top bar and the base of the top boards. There we go. Is there some reason they're painted bright orange, or is it just a
Showman's colour, I don't know.
showman's colour? I mean, it does obviously suit the rest of the ride colour, doesn't it? So. Now, has this normally done this tricky manoeuvre with
I'm going to
bulbs
come round
in?
here, dear love, with your magic camera.
I was just saying, is this normally done when you do it live? Is it normally done with bulbs in or without bulbs?
I don't know. Yeah, I did it with bulbs once, but nearly broke a couple, so I think it's easy to put them in afterwards,
Yeah,
to be honest.
that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Or if you're not traditionalist, these mainway caps are a lot better, to be honest.
Yeah, less breakages, aren't they?
Well, basically that's that. You think?
I know. Essentially, you just need a good deep pocket for all your nuts, bolts and our clips.
You do, love.
And then the second one will be going on. Here it is.
Just trying to remember which way it goes.
Well, that one said end over there.
I know it says end, love, but
No. Oh, I see. Come round here. I'm going to try and get it so we can see it slotted in. And then obviously slots into there. And just come round without killing myself on the see where it slots in, and then obviously there's nothing for it to slot into over there. There you go.
it goes into there like that.
Nice click. That's what you want to hear.
And then you put your bulbs in.
Yep. Which I'm assuming we're not doing today. We don't need to, do we?
Nope. We're not bothered.
Not on a nice bright day, but I would assume that if you did have your bulbs, that would just click into that little section there.
Right. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to get the rods for the boats and put the boats and rods on, okay? I'll see you in a minute.
The exciting bit. See you soon. I'm going to pan out for everybody because I know you all like these pan out shots where you see where we're up to. Not falling behind me. Look at that. It's really coming on. Just imagine how nice it's going to be with the boats and everything on. And we'll see you in a bit with the boats. So now we're going to do the boat rods, are they? And the pulleys.
Pulling ropes.
Pulling ropes.
These are the boat rods, you put them opposite one another. So they go like that. Place the bolt through there. Like that. Like that. Into there like that. Then we put an R clip through there. Hold it nice and secure. Do the same on the other side, making sure that the inside one is facing the same way
Right.
as that. I know it sounds swingy, but when you put one on the front of the boat, one on the back, and it balances it out. same there, through there. Oops, bit cold these are, they've been. Then up here we have the R-clip again, push it through, that's it, simple, ready for the thing. We take our ropes, these are from where we sell horsey things basically.
Yeah, they're handy, aren't they, the horse reins? Lead reins, I think they're
Lead
called.
reins they are, I think, yeah, but we paid the extra because you buy the cheap ones, they last 5 minutes.
Yeah, these look more traditional as well, don't they? You can get them in like various colours, different, you know, even the twists on them come in different
like
colours.
A plaited kind of twist.
The plaited ones are really nice. We couldn't find them, so we've just gone for alternated colours, the usual kind of like reds and then blues. It's coming up purpley there, but it's more of a kind of like...
So I'm just putting a pin in, just roughly to show you then.
Yeah.
I'll bother with the R-clip on this one and we'll just get moving along.
Yeah. As Chris said, we don't have a 4-hour video, but I mean, these boats don't actually take 4 hours to build up, do they, love?
3.5.
I mean, I suppose for the person that likes things in order, they could just go straight over like you're doing and then put the R-clips in at the end on each one, could they?
Well, it's easy to put them, yeah, it's easy to put them in now before you put the boats on.
Right.
You get that?
And there's the blue ones. You can really see it coming together, can't you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about that cough. Everybody's gone down at the moment, haven't they, with this chesty cough. And what I'll let him do there is carry on. And then we're going to come back and do what next?
We're going to put the boats on next.
Great. So I'm going to pause this a little bit. Saves you having to wait another 15 minutes of repetition. And then we're going to come out when he's ready with the boats. So as you can see, Chris has put all the boats in place from 1 to 4. And here we go. You're out there?
I'm sweating.
Well,
Right, we're going to connect a couple of the swing boats. I won't show you all of them, but we'll connect one up and then we can whiz through. Okay, so you've got an idea. Basically, you get the boat.
hang on, I might better come round this way.
I don't know, wherever.
It's hard because, like I said, Chris is left-handed and I'm a right-hander. Can you just show that a bit again? On the other side. It's all right, I'll wait.
I'll be going round that side,
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll put that on the corresponding one. Come on, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
We got pockets. Push the bar on, put the washer on, and put the slip on. I'll be coming round the back in a second.
That's what I thought. We'll just go from there.
Washer on. Pin down like that.
Lovely. Excuse all these bars I keep walking past.
Grab that. That one on. Hook that one on. That one's come off, never mind. Hold me a second. It's easier for us two of you doing it, I must admit.
Yeah.
But the film crew is busy at the moment.
That's right.
That goes on there, nice and thingy. Same on the other side.
I mean, I think they've got the idea on the other side.
What you got to remember with building up fairground rides, speed is of the essence sometimes. You just keep going till you're finished. A lot of people don't understand that. You have your tea and your coffee and your break after you've finished.
Do you really?
Even if it's 10 o'clock at night, that's right. That one's done. I mean, we could possibly do this one from this side if you wanted to.
Which side here?
A couple of washers and what have you.
It's hard to get in here, isn't it? It's all legs and arms.
This whole thing here, like you say, so put that on. Once we've got one on, it's not so bad.
Sorry to have you a funny angle viewers, it's just...
exactly. I normally have an assistant passing me the pins, which is a lot easier normally, but let's say she's busy filming at the moment.
Well, I mean, you don't normally have an assistant in me, do you? Because as you know, I'm not very fairground friendly. I'll just get this washer. I mean, I will say that I'll help him here pick this washer up because I did see it fly onto the floor.
So that's that.
Wait.
And there we go, and we carry on right the way through all the boats until we put all 4 on. So when I get to the end of the last boat, we'll join up again. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, I can smell some burning. Not that our boat's on fire, so don't worry. Right, well, she'll join him back when all 4 are done. I'm just going to show you one last chance putting it on because it's probably a bit easier from this angle. There's a washer.
I can't remember what them are called, them clips.
Are they called circle clips or something?
I
They can't be that
remember
easy, can
They
they?
have got a name, I can't remember exactly what they're called.
I see. And I think the next plan is to oh, that's a great shot, isn't it? The old middle of the boat ride shot.
Steps.
Oh yes, very important for the kids to jump on and off the boats.
There.
And they go in between each. So 2 kids can go on, one on that side, on that. And there's a second set here for this pair, 1 and 2. And I think you made these, didn't you, Chris?
Yeah, a good old decking, I think, and a bit of everything else.
I have seen things like caravan steps and such being used, but we like to keep everything in the same kind of theme wood.
These are a lot sturdier.
Yeah, I know, caravan steps, you always wobble off them, don't you? And now he's putting these, are they called balustrades? Or I know it is from a balustrade. Now, I think these are optional, aren't they?
No, we're not optional. You must have a rail.
No, I know you must have a handrail. But you kind of made these ones, didn't you?
But you've got to have a safety rail.
Yeah.
Keep the punters away, keep the people back.
Yeah, because the last thing you need is a kid running behind the back of the...
So basically just slot on here. What's up there? Like I say, I'm only doing things loose today. We're normally
I'm going to try and get it in so, because it's the old left-handed thing, isn't it? Let me go around the back.
Which way is that?
Get a better view of it clipping in.
That's it.
There you go.
Very simple, and good thing about them, if you're on different heights of ground, they're adjustable.
Yeah, you can move them up and down, can't
That's
you?
right. Let's do this last one over here.
And that's for the back of the boats. It's the 3 of them, is there? And obviously that one will get screwed in round this end.
And then don't go anywhere, we've got a centre rail to put on now.
Okie doke.
We'll put that there. I'll just get these rails, stay where you are.
I will. That's me told viewers, stay where I am. And these are what?
Just the rails what go in between.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. That's right. So nobody can actually come into them. I've seen these used as chains and such, but
We have got chains on the front.
yeah, I think
So
for the back, chains is probably, Chris did say to stand where I was, didn't he? Now, so it's unlikely you will have this setup, but it's probably a good setup to replicate, isn't it, Chris?
It is. It was my own invention.
Yeah. I think he'd let you off copyright though. And that's them. Nice and sturdy on that side.
Like I say, it keeps the thing, you've got a good distance in from the boats.
There's no way anybody's going to get in the way there, is there? And then round this side.
that done?
And as you can see, that would have just clipped into there. Same with that. And that's nice and secure now. When the boat swings.
Well,
Well.
nuts and bolts are going to
Oh,
go
sorry.
everywhere.
Just give your boat a bit of a swing.
Winning. Helpful.
If you can give it a push for me.
Pardon?
Push the boat for me so I can just show these.
Push the boat, man.
Yeah. So, you know, you've got plenty of room there. That's lovely, that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good little system, that. Just feel a lot safer, especially when you've got juvenile rides and, you know, it's like brothers and sisters running around the back trying to get their attention. Or trying to push the boats is the one that we see quite a few times. And these are the front ones. Again, it's a bit of a design made by Chris. But the thing I like about this design is it looks colourful as well. You know, sometimes you see, this is me being a bit of a snob, but you see that god-awful, sorry for swearing, railway stuff, is it, Chris, that you see?
Oh,
and it just looks awful. Yeah. If you're going to be in the business, you know, do it well. Don't do a botched job with a bit of that god-awful bright orange netting stuff. Just leave that for the railway men. That's me off my soapbox now.
Is it?
And that screws in there, just like it has done on that one there. And Chris has painted these up nicely. I mean, these were just, what are these made out of?
Banister rails.
Banister rails, that's right. And they just work great because, like Chris said, whatever ground you're on, they'll lift up and down. So, you know, you're not having to pack them out with blocks. And I'm only videoing this because this takes mere minutes to do. Get a good shot inside the boats actually while I'm waiting. A nice size. I'll just get out of his way because he's giving me that look, you know, folks. Get out of the way. I'm used to it now. Like I say, try not to work with Chris, really. You know what they say about spouses working with each other? It's like working with children and dogs. Or children and animals. Just don't do it.
Like working with a wife.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't work with a wife.
And then this one finally will get put on onto the outside inwards. Try not to fall down these ditches. It's really looking something now, isn't it? And then we have this chain, and this allows us to take payment and let people wait in queue. Because sometimes we do get it so busy that all the boats are going, and be amazed how many people want to run in and try and wait here as opposed to waiting where they're supposed to. So these really just clip on. Chris has these little
dog clips are called.
now what are these here? Rings.
Screw eyes.
Screw eyes.
Come on out, please. Out.
Well, I was going to do from this view, but sheesh kebab. There you go. This literally is a couple of minutes job. Something if you've got your kids working with you, they quite enjoy doing, don't they, Chris? Only our kids fleece us when they want to work, don't they?
Well, there you have it.
Right,
Hope you enjoyed the video.
and how long would you say that took to all get up in entirety?
If I have it and the van's next to me, I can normally build them up in an hour.
An hour on your own?
On my own, but that's when the van's next to me and the ground is fairly
Flat,
level.
yeah. I'm going to pan out and take just some shots, go round it so you can see now what it looks like in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, go ahead and share it to whoever you wish. We're quite happy for anybody to see.
What do we say? Don't forget to put the thumbs up and subscribe.
Yes.
Is that right?
It is right. Although they do say don't do that anymore because people hate being bullied into subscribing. But obviously it helps the channel, especially in these,
and it makes it easy for you to find us if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to
similar
hire
kind
anything.
of things.
Yeah. So here we go. Get a nice side shot. So, you know, as I was saying, for something that takes just slightly over an hour to get going, it's a beautiful thing to buy. We don't see these out as often as we should, really, maybe because they hire it from us, but, you know, make a bit of an effort and you'll just be surprised how popular these are. Because let's face it, when any councils and so on want to hire us, they always want to hire the really nice vintage section just for the children. Christmas especially, or like the coronation events and so on. And as a starter ride for somebody wanting to start in the fairground or events industry, I think it's a pretty good one. There you go. On a swing a boat. And the handy thing about these is they have these little handles so you can give them a bit of a push or grab him if you need to stop the ride. There you go. That is the 4-bay juvenile set of swing boats. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.